Politicians. They really are a slimy lot, aren't they? Hands up, who here has ever complained about a politician for something they've done or said? See, this can tell us a lot. How politicians manage to be singularly the most hated and yet also the most popular people in the world. Because something people like to conveniently forget about when they're moaning about politicians is that we're the ones who put them there. We're the ones who vote for them and put them there. But it's quite hard to see that because you can't see through the facade of lies that covers most politicians these days. So recently, I found an easier way to see to the true heart of politicians. Compare them to fairy tale characters. Now, this may seem mad or stupid, but think about it here. Let's take, for example, Nick Clegg. Now, in my mind, Nick Clegg is Pinocchio. Every time he lies or breaks a promise, his nose goes steadily longer. Of course, this couldn't happen in real life, because it would now be so long it could reach North Korea without him having to get out of bed. And then we have David Cameron, and in my mind, David Cameron is Prince Charming. Not the Prince Charming we're used to, though, the Prince Charming of the film Shrek. Arrogant, pompous, can't see past his shining stallion to see the queues of people waiting to stab him in the back. And then finally we have Labour. Well, at this point, Labour is so bland that I can only describe them as one amorphous blob. And this blob goes by the name of Goldilocks. Invaded someone's home, took their natural resources, stole from them and then left before they could ever be blamed for anything. Does this sound familiar to anyone else? So maybe next time you're in that polling booth, ready to vote, ready to decide who's going to lead this country, just think, who do they really seem like? What could happen if we lived in this other world where we could see the true faces of politicians? And maybe if we think about that, we just might live happily ever after.